Welcome to Jay and Chelle's Show and Tell podcast. We're here, everything is on the table except for politics. During this season, we will go over a variety of different topics that I'm sure you probably went through before, or maybe not. One thing's for sure, we will keep it fun, interesting, sexy, and most of all, we will keep it real. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to us. Your support is greatly appreciated. Let's get to it. Welcome to another episode of Jay and Chelle's Show and Tell. How are you today, Michelle?
Doing great. How are you, Jay?
I am good. I am very, very good. This is episode 10, our season finale.
Right.
Kind of feel kind of sad a little bit, but it's not over really. You know, we
It's not
will
a show finale.
Exactly. It's not a show finale, just a season finale. What we wanted to do this particular episode, as we talked about, we just wanted to recap what we talked about this season, and a lot of it leaned on dating,
Relationships.
Dating. For instance, the first one was, should you be friends with your significant other on social media, which was a great episode. We got a lot of great feedback from that. We also know of couples that now are friends on social media, and some are not
That
friends
one
on social media.
Hyped people up, I feel like, because everyone has an intense feeling about this one way or another, and we learned that after we did that show.
Exactly,
got a lot of feedback.
It was a great show.
Good.
We also talked about who pissed in the dating pool, or who's still currently pissing in the dating pool. So we definitely want to thank Selena Jordan for coming in, helping us with that episode, and we also want to thank Charles for coming in on episode 3 to give a male's perspective when it comes to dating. And we also talked about never stop dating your partner, and I'll let you talk about that particular episode as we go on with this particular episode.
Well, I think those were all really good shows, and if people haven't had a chance to go back and listen, because I think there was a lot of good information, especially in the dating ones with the single Charles and single Selena. But then, the never stop dating your partner, that one was probably one of my favorite ones that we've done, because I think that it had a lot of helpful information. And that's really what I feel like we're trying to accomplish here, is not just listen to ourselves talk week after week, but, we really want to try to get a message out and help people. So that one I thought had a lot of good information in it.
It did. And to your point, these are conversations, or these are episodes that we have experienced before. It's not like, we haven't been down this particular road or that particular road, even prior to me knowing you, or prior to you knowing me. We definitely wanted to come in and talk about our experiences. But we also know that we're not just the only ones, or we was not the only ones that experienced things like this. And that's why we came into season 1 heavy on the dating side or the relationship side, because as we keep talking to more and more folks, these are certain situations that, people deal with every day. And like I said, in the intro, maybe you haven't been through it, or maybe you have, and a great percentage of people have.
It's all relevant too, I feel like. So even if you're not single and currently dating, I think the relationship stuff that we've talked about, might be helpful for people too.
Exactly. We also want to give a shout out to on the run drinks with Isaiah and Sonia. We wanted to try to bring in a small business and talk about their good times or their struggles that they may have with their business. And then
I can give a little update on that. We've not yet scheduled, nor I don't think will we schedule a PP party. However, it's still something that could be in the works. We just don't know yet. To be determined PP party.
To be clear, PP party means pouch party.
You didn't mean PE.
Just to let you know.
Or PE.
Just to let everybody know, just in case someone happened to not catch that particular episode. But one thing we have not done though, because we were so anxious to do this podcast, we haven't given folks how can I say, we haven't given ourselves to folks as far as letting them know a little bit more about Jay and Chelle. So I'm just going to take this opportunity to let the folks know who I am, and then I'll let you. Actually, I'll let you go first.
Oh, okay. A little bit about me.
Let the folks.
What do you want to know?
Well,
what do they want to know?
What do they want to know? We don't know.
We've kept it mysterious this whole time.
We kept it mysterious.
Not on purpose.
Okay, so I'll go first. Is that okay?
You go first.
All
yes.
right. We're just going back and forth, right?
Sorry.
Okay, so listen. So here's a little information about me for folks who don't know me. I am over 40. I'm very close to.
I'm going to lie about my age when it's my turn.
I'm very close to 40. I'll put it to you that way. So what I do, I'm in digital marketing. So basically, I have a bunch of accounts that I monitor or market or help out. I'll put it to you that way. So basically, I figure out how to get them more business into the door, whether that's through social media, whether it's through SEO, OTT. I know these are little abbreviations that a lot of folks may not know, but that's what I do. I do digital marketing. I have a 17-year-old daughter and I have a 4-year-old son, almost 4. I'll put it to you that way. And I met Michelle over a year ago. I'll put it to you that way. We actually had something very, very great in common, and that was we both drive Jeep Wranglers. So Michelle came to me with the idea of the podcast, and I was on board with it, but I'll let her get more into detail with that, once she lets you guys know, who she is or what she does. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. Right now, I reside outside of Detroit, Michigan, but Detroit, of course, is my favorite city. Love to go there. And that's just a little bit about myself. But one thing I can say about Michelle, and I've probably never even really told her this, there's a million things I can say about you, Michelle. There's a million things I can say. But the one thing that sticks out to me, which is a great deal to me, is you have became my peace. I'll put it to you that way. A lot of guys, they search or try to have that peace. The guys can be very, very simple, or they can be very basic when it comes to relationships. But it's very hard to find someone that brings them that peace every single day. So that is what I want to say about Michelle. That's a little bit about myself. So I'll let you take over, Michelle.
Well, I should have gone first because now you're going to make me cry. So I'm not going to disclose my age. I am from Minnesota, which that's where I grew up. And I think more of that will come out once football season starts because I am a Vikings fan. I moved to Chicago after college and I lived there for 15 or so, 12 years, something like that. Mm-hmm. And I was actually looking to move to Michigan around the time I met you. So you were just a pleasant surprise for me in moving here. And I'm so happy that I took that risk. It's the second time in my life that I've done that. I've literally packed everything I had up in my car. And when I moved from Minnesota to Chicago, everything went in my car. And I just had the attitude that if it didn't work out, then I would go someplace else. And it worked out. And I was very happy there for a long time. Needed to make a change. Did the same thing. Took a risk. Moved to the suburbs of Detroit. And I love it here. I'm lucky because I do work remotely. So I work from home for a life and long-term care insurance brokerage firm. I love my job. And I don't go too much into detail about that because it's not super interesting. So, but I do love it. And I've always wanted to do something like this. I've always wanted to do a podcast. I did have some plans to do it before I moved here. It didn't work out. And so you were just like the perfect, I think, person for me to partner up and do this with.
Well, I do appreciate you even asking me to join this podcast with you.
We're having fun.
We are
it's
having
a little bit
fun.
of work.
We are having fun. It's a little bit of work, but at the end of the day, it's something that we like to do, and we're having fun doing it. So that is just a little bit about who Jay and Chelle is. And of course, as we go into our second season, you're going to hear a lot more about Jay and Chelle. But what I also want to do is I want to give a shout out to all the listeners. Actually, let me turn this way. Turn to the camera. So I wanted to give a shout out to all the listeners that listen to us every 2 weeks. That listen to us on the off weeks. We've been doing this for about 4 months, I believe, and right now we are at 222 subscribers on YouTube, which is huge because it's very difficult to even get subscribers. First of all, they have to like what they're seeing. Of course, our goal is to get more and more. So from Jay and Chelle, we definitely want to thank you 10 times over for listening to us every 2 weeks. It's a blessing to have you guys out there and listening to us, and also giving us feedback, and not just on YouTube, but those who tune in through Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Sounder, and those who sends us messages responding to our podcast. We want to give you a real shout out and just say thank you, and stay tuned because season 2 is going to be great. And that's just my personal thank you. I don't know if Michelle wants to say a personal thank you also, but I kind of spoke for both of us like I always do.
You summed it up really well. But I do appreciate, all of our friends and family who have supported us, and strangers through this whole journey that we've taken. It was kind of scary at first. We were a little bit nervous, but the support has been great. We're blessed. We're very happy. I want to keep the feedback coming. So again, show ideas. If there is, comments on shows that we've done, even if they're older shows, we appreciate all of that. So thank you to everybody who's been supporting us, and hopefully, it's just going to get better from here.
It definitely will get better. And we also have to give a shout. Y'all can't see Grant. We
wish we could turn the camera around right now.
He's our engineer.
Too much
and
technology in this room.
Exactly, too much technology. He's our engineer.
There he is. Look at him.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, what's up, Grant? There you go, Grant.
Who knew that Grant could do that?
Yeah.
Of course he
Okay.
can.
Good.
Of course.
Yeah.
Hey, Grant.
What's up, Grant?
How's it going,
Grant's
guys?
the man.
Good. So this is Grant.
The man behind the glass.
He'll just pop up on your TV screen. I'm looking at him down here, but he is great. He has definitely helped us grow. He has given us great ideas to talk about. He's just a master at his craft. So since you guys do see Grant, and if anybody out there decides to do a podcast, we would highly recommend coming to Speak Easy, talking to them about starting a podcast. But Grant is by far the best I've seen. I mean, we've came into shows where we just felt like that it was some bullshit and
hot messes.
Or left like it was.
We've left feeling pretty bad about ourselves. Yeah.
And then once Grant gave us the finished edited version, it turned out great. So Grant, thank you, like from the bottom of my heart.
Yes, thank you.
And is there anything you want to say, Grant?
No, I just want to say you're going to make me cry now. No, but thank you. You guys have been awesome to work with. I'm really excited for all the work that we've done, and I'm really pumped for season 2.
Okay.
So thank you so much for the shout out, man. I appreciate that.
No problem.
I'm gonna go away now because I don't like being on camera.
We appreciate your constructive criticism because this is difficult to do, and we definitely need to grow, and there's things that we can do to get better. And Grant, he is the nicest, sweetest, like constructive criticism giver ever, because he was like, well, I don't know if I, but just maybe try this next time. And it's so helpful for us. So, so thank you, Grant. We appreciate you more than you'll ever know.
And thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
And I think that's very important also with anybody, not just us, to be willing to take that constructive criticism. Most people won't do it because they have a vision and they just want to do things their way without any type of help. So with Grant being able to do that for us, it's huge, and we're open to it. We're open to, hey Jay, you look like shit today. Hey Michelle, your hair is too long today. I don't know. You shouldn't have said this. You shouldn't have said that. But
for the record, those weren't criticisms that we made.
Grant's way too nice for that. Your hair is too long today, Michelle.
Right, exactly.
Get it together.
Exactly. So, but I can tell the growth from episode 1 all the way to this particular episode that we have.
One of my favorite things, though, I have to say, when we're here recording, is when we hear Grant laughing behind the glass.
Oh yeah, so that's when we know
that's a hit right there. Like whatever was just happened or was said.
He don't have
usually something you say. But you can hear him laughing behind the glass. That's like the best feeling.
Yeah, because he don't have a normal laugh, so that laugh is kind of loud.
It's the best.
It is cool. Yeah, so that's how we know we know that. And when we come into these podcasts, it's nothing that that we talk about, outside of here. We would come up with a title, and then we come in here and we give just the raw thoughts. And I think that's very huge in a podcast. You don't want anything scripted,
It needs to be conversational.
Which
we hope we do.
Yeah,
well.
Which we hope we do well. So yes. So this is basically, like I said, this is the season finale. And we will touch on a lot of things in the second season. We're going to touch on mental health. We're going to put that on the table. Yeah. We are going to dig more into local artists in Detroit,
local businesses
in Detroit, small businesses also.
Supporting small businesses, minority-owned businesses.
Exactly, and supporting your friends. We're going to put all that on the table next season. So next season will be real serious and funny.
It will be both.
It will be both, for sure.
I have a question, though. What was your favorite show that we did this season?
My favorite show? Oh, man. I would have to see, I mean...
gotta look at the shows.
Yeah, I gotta look at the shows. I mean, I do like the red flag, green flag. Now, I do like that, and probably because I've been listening to it because it just fell this week. But I would definitely say my favorite show has to be the first show.
That was gonna be my answer too.
Yeah, and the reason why I say it's the first show because it's the nerves I felt when I walked in here. It's the lights, the camera.
Yeah.
And it's the feeling I had when I left. I felt like we did a good show. A couple of weeks after that, I feel like we did a great show based off the numbers that I was seeing. So I always go back to that first episode because that's when the nerves was there. That's when the excitement was there. And that's when everything started.
Became real,
show. So this is not something that, we went in the basement and we recorded, we took a drive out here. It takes us almost an hour to come out here. And that's how committed we are to doing this and to making it right. What's your favorite episode? You can't say one now because I already said
that was going to be my answer. So now I have to think of a separate one. I think as far as I have couple different, I liked the never stop dating your partner. I liked that topic a lot. I almost wish we could redo episode 1 without the jitters and nerves because it was such a good topic.
We can do whatever we want to.
I know we can. It's our show
for sure.
So I think we actually should probably do another social media show for season 2. I think that would be, it's relevant. It's always relevant. So I think we should do that. Add that to the list. But I don't know. I think I have to say the dating your partner one was probably, I thought was a really good show. Yeah. And I think it's relevant. I mean, relevant, even if someone isn't dating someone currently, they could use it for future, like the comments and stuff that we had. So I think that would be my answer. Okay. And I almost feel a little bit bad that I didn't give you much when I said about me. I really wanted to add a little bit on to my about me, if that's okay right now. I know this is completely unscripted.
This show is Jay and Chelle. Show and tell.
You said something very sweet to me, so I wanted to say something sweet back, and I kind of forgot because I was nervous. Make me nervous sometimes. But I just wanted to say that, I was a little bit broken when I moved here, and you've made me so happy and just made me whole. So I want to say thank you for that. I appreciate you so much.
You're welcome. Don't start crying. I got no tissue in my pocket.
I'm not crying.
I have no tissue in my pocket.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
All right.
No, but I just really feel like I needed to say that because you said something very sweet to me, and I was just kind of like, that's me. I work and I didn't even say I have a dog, but I moved here and I work. That's pretty much all I said.
Well, I appreciate your kind words as always. So you said something about, should we do that type of show again, like the very first one? So let's leave it up to our listeners.
That's a good idea.
Hey, if you guys have a topic that any ideas that you have that you may want us to talk about, leave it in the comments. Get in contact with us. Hey, be a guest. We are open to having guests here. Yes, it's Jay and Chelle Show and Tell, but we get excited when we can have some guests that comes in and speak their opinions about certain topics.
And just like Grant made himself appear on the screen just now a few minutes ago, we can remote guests in. So it does not have to be someone local. If you want to come to Detroit and record, that would be great. But if you're not local to this area, then, we can definitely have someone, come in remote. I'm not sure how Grant works that magic, but I know it's good because I've seen shows where they've done it. So.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, we could definitely make that happen. Again, leave everything in the comments. You can also contact us, message us, and then of course we will respond. I don't think there's not one message that we have not responded to.
Yeah, that was one thing I wanted to make sure we mentioned because I think obviously people who know us personally can direct message us, but I think we definitely want to see reviews. We want to see comments. So any comments that people have on the YouTube or on social media, we love that. We respond to all of it. We take it all in. We consider it for future shows. So that's something that I think definitely we want more of. If people want to interact that way, be awesome. We appreciate it.
Yes, we do appreciate it very, very much. And once again, thank you. This is the season finale. This is episode 10, the final episode in season 1.
I feel like we should have.
I just burped so bad.
I know you did.
Did you hear that?
I don't know if Grant's going to edit that out.
Don't edit that one out. Just leave that
just
burp
leave
there.
it.
That's how raw this is. But anyway,
you got it.
You got it. I'm sure he was probably noting it as you were speaking. Like, okay, take out Jay's burp at 21:50,
right?
And then Jay says no, leave it.
Right.
I was going to finish your closing, but go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you.
No, you.
I don't know what you were going to say. I was just going to make something up.
Why would you make something up?
Because you were having a moment with
okay.
yourself.
Yeah, sorry. So
this is how real it is.
Yes. yes. So again, season 2 will be coming soon. We are working on that. Again, if this is your first episode you've listened to, please go back to episode 1. Listen to 1 through 10 and let us know how you like it. We know we have a lot of friends out there that has not really caught up with it. We do understand folks get busy. We try to keep it short and sweet for you guys. Commute, workout time, a walk. But thank you again for listening. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe on YouTube. And to watch it, also go on YouTube. To watch it, to also go on YouTube. And if you want to listen, go on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and you can also listen on Sounder. Once again, I'm Jay.
I'm Chelle.
And this is Jay and Chelle Show and Tell season 1 finale. Until next time, thank you.
Thank you.